Okay, California. I'm about to give you, if you're not in California, you probably want to listen to this too, because I'm going to update you on what just happened in the California legislature and why I am thoroughly convinced that the left Democrats absolutely hate women. The California legislature today just voted on party lines. Democrats control both sides of the legislature in California to annihilate two bills that would have protected girls and women's sports. So the first bill that they axed, and again, party lines, Republicans voting in favor, Democrats saying, no, we don't want it, trash it. Both bills were killed today. AB 89 would have limited the language to high school sports, and AB 844 was elementary school through college. So those two bills would have spanned elementary all the way through collegiate athletes. And our Democrats in the California legislature said, we don't care. We don't want to protect women. We want boys in girls' sports. And they killed both bills. Every Democrat voted to kill the bills. So essentially what they said is, we do not care to protect girls and women. We don't care about elementary school little girls playing in sports. We don't care about high school athletes in sports. And we certainly don't care about collegiate athletes who are young women. We don't care. We care more about a completely debunked ideology that says that boys can become girls. And therefore, because we are so protective over this ideology, we will allow that ideology to drive into female sportsmen. We will allow men in girls' sports. That is what the California legislature on a party line vote just today voted for. This is not April Fool's. This happened. I wish it was April Fool's. Now, this comes on the heels of Gavin Newsom sitting down with Charlie Kirk for his new podcast, because apparently our governor is now a podcaster, saying that men competing against women in female sports is an injustice. Well, the California legislature apparently doesn't care about their governor who wears the same stripes as they do, because they just voted to kill these two bills that would have protected female athletes. Common sense. Common sense. This is an 80-20 issue where the majority of Americans are fed up with this ideology that says that boys can become girls. And beyond that, they're fed up of having boys competing against girls, men in girls' sports. It's past the tipping point now. So at this point, any politician still voting in favor of this ideology has lost touch of reading the room. But the California legislature just killed these two bills. So what happens next? Well, the federal government let loose their executive order under Trump saying that female sports will be protected. And that was followed with a warning that states who deny the rights of girls and women to be protected in female sports will be at risk of losing federal funding under Title IX. So my suggestion for the Trump administration is make an example out of California. We have been begging you to make an example out of California. And I'm saying that as a Californian. We begged the Trump administration to make an example out of us with our ridiculous border. Now we are asking you, make an example out of us with this woke ideology that is literally putting our girls in harm's way, because we are forcing girls to compete against men. It makes zero sense. There is no justification for having men and boys compete in women's sports. So that's the update. That's what just happened. And we will see what the Trump administration responds with.